Hello everyone, and welcome back to another one of my YouTube videos. So today in this YouTube video we're going to be changing the outside temperature gauge screen as the one on mine bled. Now you might be able to see just here. Now you might be able to see just here I have two screens, two gauges. Now when you're ordering a screen you need to be careful as there are two different types of screen. You get a 6-pin screen and a 10-pin screen. Now you have to make sure you get the right one for your screen, your temperature gauge. You may be asking, how do I tell the difference? I mean, looking at these two here, they look vaguely the same. Now you can tell just from looking at it, without even taking it apart. You can tell which one you have, and it's very simple. So with the 10-pin ones, they're going to have normally have quite a white band around the outside here, and they, generally speaking, going to be much stronger construction than these. You see nothing's broken. This broke with just me taking it out of the housing. So you need to be careful taking them out. And then if you flip them, you can see just here. And you might not be able to see, so I might actually just turn you around a little bit and point you down a little more. Now hopefully you can definitely see now. So again, enough where you can tell is with the casing. This 10-pin one has a kind of little really thin plastic case here, kind of pointless, really flimsy. The latest 6-pin ones have quite a solid plastic casing here. There you go. The 6-pin or 10-pin has 4 screws holding this on. The 6-pin only has 2 screws holding this on. So you can tell straight away pretty much then. So the one I'm using in my car is going to be the 10-pin one, a much stronger case, much more robust, and we'll get into why once we take it apart. So if you want to carefully unscrew these, I'm going to start with the 10-pin. And try not to lose these screws. Again, these screws go in a certain order. The back one is smaller than the front one is. In this case, it's just broken on me. But yeah, it's quite flimsy, so you have to be very careful. One different one. And that take it off from this case. Of course, this cover. Very careful. Okay, and then you just flip it round like this. Okay, so enough what you can tell this is a 10-pin one. It's due to the fact it's got 10 the lubricant cables here. It's got 10 pins on them. You better count as 10 pins each side. Okay. The 10-pin one you'd think would be the later one, but no. The 10-pin one is actually the pre-facelift design. I think from early facelift early 190s when they were built up to I think 88 with the facelift, and then the pre-facelift one comes in from the 88, 89 to 93, 94 when to the end of the 190 production line. Okay, so let's show you the inside of the 6-pin one now. Again, drastically different inside these ones. And keep these screws separate. I know which ones are which. Okay, so we're going to take off this cover here. Yeah, so very carefully, I'm going to pry apart this case cover here and pull it up. Same again here, very carefully pry and pull up. Okay, and now we're ready for the difference. Yeah, there is a drastic difference in what Mercedes use. I mean, you look at the circuitry board here, and there's no circuitry board here at all. I mean, pretty much got rid of everything. So, we need to go one step further and take these covers off. I'm not going to take this cover off, this is very broken. I don't really want to keep forcing it really. But what I can tell you on these ones is, yeah, I don't actually want to take it off because I know how much of a pain it is to get all this back together. So I'm actually going to leave this one on. But yeah, you can see there's hardly any circuitry to it, there's no chips on it at all. The light bulb, not like an illumination, I'll show you when this one's fine. That's coded on as well. That's a bit of a bugger, I don't think it was. There, so the light bulbs are actually both coded onto the board, and I thought they weren't on them. I thought that should have a little plug-in unit, but it's not. Oh well. Anyway, so yeah, you should much. Okay, obviously Mercedes wanted to figure out a way to do how to make the boards a bit cheaper to make, and obviously that would be drastically cheaper to make than what this would be. But the design is just a lot weaker. It's not. Yeah, so let's definitely gonna go that with this one. If the case wasn't broken, this actually probably wouldn't be too bad. A bit more robust in the back end, but front wise, yeah, it's not very good. Now, let's dig a little further on this one. And being very careful. Oh, you want to support the board because the weight of the wires will just pull it around, and you don't want it at all. You just remember what screws come from where. They are very tricky to grab as well. They are very, very small. There we go. Boom. And now, the cover should pull off. And flip down. And then again, you see the little 10 pins just here. Now what we need to do is very carefully grab this. Actually, we should better push up from the screen. Or not if the screen is fixed. Right. Let's just grab a screwdriver just here. Carefully pull this up. So wavy side, blue edge out, or wavy side down. And you've got your two little rubber buffer thingies here. You need to be very careful with them and don't lose them. If you lose them, you're gonna have a bad day. Put one there. And undo that buffer. There you go, there's one leaky old LCD screen that you push down. It should leak even further. It's a lot leakier than it was a minute ago. Actually, you do push down, you can see all the digits coming up. Kinda cool. Every single digit imaginable. Okay, that is dead. Okay, after a very timely very timely bulb change. Obviously the bulb in this one was dead. So I took the bulb out and took the bulb out in that one, which I'm now going to call the donor unit, the 6-pin one. So took the bulb from the 6-pin one, put it in there, tested it, and it works. So now to reassemble all the screens. So you've got these two little rubber buffers here. I've already put the new LCD screen in. Now, I don't think these go a particular way around, but they could well do. Yeah, I actually think they do. They got I won't show you camera because you won't really get it. And that is great. Oh. Okay, so after that bit of rage, yeah, I managed to get a little bit right back. If I were taking the tie sheet out, because I thought it went beneath the gap line here, but no, it didn't. It went down the gap just beneath the handbrake. So I had to take all the carpet out as well. Oh, joy! Little bits like that. Yeah, so go back to put that back together to hold it on. Because, well, I didn't want that to go missing again. New bulb works. Although it's a bit, I think it's a bit dimmer than what it should be. It's a clouded bulb rather than a clear bulb. But it works. That's the main thing. It can go back together. I'm gonna have a whiskey after doing all this. Right, I'm gonna finish putting this back together. Actually, I just want to speed along now because I had to spend a lot more time than I wanted to getting this back together. Okay, so after all that and putting the gauge back together, it's all gone back together quite nicely and looks quite nice. I will add, before I finish off, I've got to really do a video. Obviously the lights didn't actually, well, the bulb had blown anyway, that wasn't the problem, but the lights still didn't come on. And this, obviously this is the original one to the car. This is the original one that's in the car anyway, and it's always been a bit iffy. Like, can you hear that? And it's only ever worked on max brightness. You turn it off, it wouldn't work. None of the lights come on. It's quite crowded in there. So luckily I've got a few dough on the dashboard. I nicked one off down the glasses guy, and all the lights work again correctly. So I mean that please actually work. Just needs a good clean, I'd imagine. But yeah, it doesn't really matter. Got loads of them anyway. Got loads of them. Yeah, so it's all gone back in. It looks very, very nice now from the driver's side, from the driver's point of view. So got my cruise control stalk just here now, and then my temperature gauge as well. Obviously the cruise control, as you would have seen in the beginning of the video. As you would have thought at the start of the video, cruise control will be in a different video, but obviously I shared the intros. But oh, that's so nice. Just resting your hand on the steering wheel and hitting the cruise control. Oh, it's very nice. And then one day I'll hopefully be able to test it and see if it actually works. Obviously can't do it yet, it's still not fully installed, but again that'll be for that video. So for this video I will probably do a little bit when the sun goes down and they start, and quickly have a quick little film inside for you with the lights turned on. Yeah, but apart from that, for this part of the video it is finished. And so if I hit the key, or not hit the key, but you know, just to do the magic. Oh, look at that, there you go. That's nice, but unfortunately, like I said, you can't really see anything yet, it's too bright. But yeah, absolutely lovely. And it's really nice in here now. Oh, that looks perfect. Changing the screen on the temperature gauge. It's an easy thing to do, but extremely fiddly. Again, and at least you now know the differences between a 6-pin and a 10-pin. Personally, I'd probably try to get a 10-pin one. they're a bit more robust, a bit stronger. I'm not going to break. The plastic is not fragile. That's what they are in the kick pin, due to the way they've designed it to be a bit cheaper. It's like exactly the same job. There's no difference there. But I think it's just a bit more robust. It's a bit stronger. It's a lot better built, and obviously more components, which could be an outside. But yeah, no, it's nice. It's all in there. It's nice and clean and looks brilliant. Then actually, I did lose. Well, I nearly lost my temper. I should I explained a minute ago. That little bit of rubber went down the side up here. Now, if any single place it could go, it flinged down here. Not down the side of the chair, makes you doing very easy to get to. Just 4 bolts. No. Down the side of the handbrake. Which is just extremely annoying. But we've got it out, put it all back together, put it into the dashboard, and then yeah, it's really good. It's nice. It really complements the driving position of the car. Now, it's not massive, but just one little extra screen. It's not too big either. No, just the right size. And she sits there perfectly. And obviously tells me how hot it is today. Like today it's 21 degrees. You know, I wouldn't better know that otherwise if I was driving. I mean, obviously using the phone is obviously you're not allowed to do in the UK whilst driving. So without a temperature gauge while driving the car, you wouldn't know how hot it is. And now I can have a quick look. So while I still got battery in the GoPro, I'd like to say thank you for watching. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel and like the video. As if you like and subscribe really does help the team in this channel to grow. So what again, you've been on the drive, and I hope to see you in my next video.